Last time on Pull House by Pop Weekend Getaways, we took a very sandy ride. Then we went on a scenic drive. Apple spice cake was on the menu. This week, we take a ferry ride to Mackinac Island, home of the Grand Hotel. And we fit Wade's Hunter Stew. Stick around!
I think they're done, hon. Well, in case you haven't noticed, we are trying out a new coffee pot that we got online. Thought maybe this might be a little bit handier when we're traveling than our regular old cowboy coffee. So this is a Stanley pot, and this is a press pot. It's kind of neat. And you just got a regular stainless steel pot with a little handle on it. And what's the nice thing about it is water's hot. We actually add our water grounds to that, and then this plunger pot fits in top. Press it down real slow, that extra lid. Pour it out, and you've got instant pressed coffee. So we already used it once, worked pretty good, so that's what we're going to use this morning. Oh, well, we won't forget that. Oh, we made it to the ferry stop. Took a shuttle over day parking.
Look down. That is some really clear water.
Down here?
Yeah,
I'm going upstairs for a bit. Alright. Okay. I can watch us leaving.
Each producing 1,410 horsepower. Coming up on the right is the Icebreaker Mackinaw Maritime Museum. To the right of that, you can see a long white wall. This is Fort Mackinaw. Off to the left, the majestic white building with the green roof is the world-famous Grand Hotel. For guests not staying overnight at the resort,
It's either walk, bike, or carriage tours. So we're gonna take a carriage tour today. Several of us aren't good on bikes, so we're gonna do the carriage.
The right chamber stable is the oldest stable on the island and the only original livery stable. Everything is expensive here. And now look at this beautiful church. Little stone church. This church was built from stones collected from the island in 1904. The world famous Grand Hotel.
Well, first part of the tour was really nice. Basically up the hill. Now we gotta go
Around.
the second part of the tour. I think it goes around the other side of the island.
And then we come back down here, right?
I think so.
So we'll find out. All right. So far it's been really fun.
Yeah, that's
And we couldn't ask for better weather. Today's beautiful. Nice sunshine, that's a nice little breeze. And all right, we're getting ready to get on the second half of the tour.
Yeah, I'm sorry. There's a lot of poison ivy.
Need to point something out. See that horse there? That can happen. Tour. Get 3-horse tour. Now this is going to be a lot different than what y'all had before. Face. Now the Protestants, they just thought to make their wall very holy. So they did. All right, we got some.
I'm sorry.
or just to walk the town from there. If you don't want to walk the town just east, you got Lumpy, Apollo, and Scott. But if you appreciated our time together there east, I can attest to that. I walk up it every day to get to work. Well, it is a...
So what did you think of the tour?
That was a nice
Yeah.
guided tour with lots of
We had
information.
2 good guides.
Yeah, we didn't take the tour to Mackinaw. I mean to Fort Mackinaw. But it was interesting. The British built this during the war.
Revolutionary
During the
War.
Revolutionary War. And they were trying to keep the rowdy Americans from maybe affecting the fur trade.
That never came.
That never did come. The original fort was over that I think they got from the French, right?
I think that's what
Over
he said.
on Mackinaw, on mainland. And then they came over here and built this fort to try to protect it, and it never came. So then when, of course, the Americans
One.
won,
They had to turn everything
yep,
over.
so they ended up turning everything over.
Oh, wow.
Good, done it.
Yeah, it does.
This is the chocolate pecan.
Oh,
And in this box here, we're not going to open it up. From Wyba's is the plain that we're going to take home for Leslie.
oh my goodness, that's good.
Good, huh?
I have my mouth full.
Yeah.
Look at that mule team.
She was right. Probably the best fight I've had. All right, we're going on to see something else. Heading back to the mainland, aren't we?
Yep.
You going down again?
Yep.
I can go up on top.
Okay, bye.
All right. See you on the other side.
Alright.
Bags look alike, so please make sure that you're checking the numbers on each tag. Again, folks, we certainly appreciate your See you again soon. Please watch your step.
Well, I don't know if this is going to come out or not, but our original plan, if we got back, that we were going to cook out baked spaghetti for supper. But with this wind that has decided to come straight off of Lake Huron right in toward our camp, we are probably at least 40 mile an hour wind gusts, almost impossible to be able to cook, especially outside. In the Dutch oven, you got to have, you know, a fire or charcoal, and it, as we've said many times before, wind just kills your coal. So we're gonna play it on the easy side and go find someplace to eat supper.
Well, hello, y'all. You might be wondering why I'm by myself. Wade's not home from work yet. We had one dish on this trip to Michigan we still wanted to give you. We've been home about 2 days. If you remember, I think it was video 4, whenever we had the baked spaghetti. We had to postpone that a night because it was awful windy. And I'll show you pictures of that wind. So we're wanting to show you what we're going to fix the next night. And that's Wade's Hunter Stew. It's a simple recipe. I think I can do it by myself. He'll be home in about a half hour. So we'll see if I can have it ready by then. The briquettes are cooking, so we'll get to it in just a minute. Alright, my briquettes are ready, so I'm going to dump them out here. Pray that I don't throw any of them on my bare toes. Now, I didn't count these out. I'm not as particular as Wade is. I'll put this down here. The thing is, we're boiling, braising, whatever. We're not baking today. So, I'm going to leave a little bit of room in the middle here, because you don't need hot right in the middle. And I'm going to put my Dutch oven right on top of them. Let that heat up a minute. Now, if you look behind me, I got a whole arsenal of stuff, and hopefully I'm going to be using it from that way to this way. So, hold on a minute, we'll get started. Okay, first things first. We've got ground beef. And this is 80% lean ground beef. Yep, my Dutch oven's hot, which is good. Or getting that way. You need to brown this. To that, I'm going to add about, maybe a tablespoon or a little better minced onion. Seasoned salt. Actually, no. A little pepper. And I'm going to fry this up. Break it up and fry it up. And we'll be back when I come and add the rest of the ingredients. Well, I hope the audio comes in, because I'll tell you, the wind just picked up. So, our meat is done. Now, if you got the right kind of meat, you won't have to drain it, which we're not. We can lift that or not. There's not much oil in that. So, I'm going to start adding my rest of my ingredients. Now, you don't want to add garlic too early in, or it burns. So I'm going to add about a tablespoon, which is about all that's left in here. So I'm just going to finish this up. And then a can of kidney beans. Now you're going to think this next ingredient's kind of weird, but it tastes dang good in here. And that's just plain old tomato soup. Oop, about wearing it. This don't take long to cook, because everything that's in it is cooked already. It's just a matter of heating everything back up. I'll give that a good old stir. Now, yes, we took frozen vegetables, just plain old mixed vegetables. Either 2 cans of the big, or 2, I think these are 12 ounces. Yeah, frozen. We like the flavor of the frozen better. And it takes 2 of them. You actually put whatever kind of frozen vegetables you want in there. I don't care for okra, but you could put okra in there. And lastly but not least, 1 can of diced green chilies. And I'm putting the juice and all in there. And gonna stir this around a bit. See if I can break up my vegetables. We're just gonna let that simmer for a few minutes. We'll be back and show you what it looks like. Maybe Wade will be back by that time. So we'll be right back. Well, I'm fixing to show this, but look who showed up. Hi, sweetie.
Hi, how you doing?
Did you have a good day?
I did. I didn't know she was cooking this for supper.
Well, we had the stuff, so I went ahead and did it.
We were wanting to do it last week and didn't get it
It
done.
was supposed to be cooler tonight than it is. I'm still in shorts and shirt and sleeve shirts.
It's finally cooling down. Ooh,
Yeah,
wow,
it is. Look at that.
it's looking good.
Now, I wanted to preface something as I show you this. When you make your stuff or buy your stuff, make sure your chilies, green chilies, are hot, not mild. I did mild ones and I had to add jalapenos.
That's good.
But it smells good too.
Yeah.
So, we hope you
The
enjoyed
leaf flew right in there.
this series on Michigan. Go ahead and ladle. If you
Yeah, we
did,
need it later. We need to get some juice in.
give us a thumbs up, which is a like. Subscribe to our channel. Share us on Facebook or Instagram. And tell us what kind of stews you do. Anyhow, we're going to try this. I think I want my own. Yeah, we do. Enough for your lunch tomorrow even. Have my spoon? Is that good?
It's like it's supposed to.
Good.
You did
I
good,
did it
huh?
right, didn't I?
Perfect.
Woo. Ah, that's kicking it like it should.
Yeah, all right. Well,
Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching and see you next week.
Next week on Pole House Flat Pot Weekend Getaways, we start off with Strata. And we visit Fort Mitchell and Mackinaw, and so much more. See you then!